Hi guys, this is Erika, and in today's video I am answering one question that was left in the comments of one of my videos. But before we start, I just want to remind you that we are giving away a free course called How to Identify Your Blocks to Manifest Anything Fast. All the details are down below. Also, if you would like to work with me one-on-one, I would love to help you. I would love to identify what's the story that is running in your mind and, the reasons why you have those blocks, and I would love to give you a plan of action so you actually experience the life of your dreams, all your desires. So I'm here for you. Again, all the details are down below. And also I have a few courses. I have affirmation tracks. They can help you reprogram your subconscious mind so you can actually also experience the life of your desires. It can be love, it can be money, whatever it is. What we have to do is reprogram our subconscious mind, the story that we keep running in the background, right? So that's the key. Anyways, let's start with this video. So the question says, thank you so much, lovely. Oh, I have a quick question. If he is showing me the opposite in the 3D, should I still continue to do the things he doesn't agree with me on? Like, how should I act if he's telling me no, but I have to do what I have to do? Okay, so this is what I would recommend you doing. We have to go back to the basics. You guys know that's what I love to do. Go back to the basics and understanding how reality works. And one of the things that we know about reality is that the 3D is really an illusion. It's a projection of an old story. It's basically reading the news from 1942 and getting a reaction from that. But it's like, you don't have to react to a story in the newspaper from 1942 because it doesn't, like, you were not even born yet, right? Like, it doesn't affect you. It's kind of the same thing. It's there, right? Because it's an old it's a projection, the product of an old story. It's a projection of an old story out into the 3D, in 3D land, right? So I'm not saying that we need to ignore the 3D, right? I actually think there's a lot of value in the 3D because it's data. It's telling you where your mind was before, and it's telling you exactly what you need to change, what story you need to change. So you're asking, he's showing me the opposite in the 3D. So that's the main thing that you need to change, right? Don't believe the illusion, right? Don't believe like, well, he's still doing this. Let's say communication. He's still not messaging me. He's still not talking to me. So, and that's the opposite that you want, right? Because you want communication. This is just an example. But you have to keep acknowledging that he's not talking to you. Even though it's in the 3D, yeah, it's in the 3D, but everything is awareness and everything is in the now moment. Imagine that you have a blind genie inside your mind, and whatever you tell the genie is gonna give you more of. So if our awareness is still in the 3D, like he's still not talking to me, that genie in a bottle will listen to that and will say, okay, here's more of he's not talking to you. That's why Neville used to say we need to be blind to the senses, right? Stop giving your awareness to he's not talking to me, to whatever he's doing in the 3D. We have to let that story go. Neville also used to say, give death to the old man. Become the new you and stay there, right? Persist in that new story. So let's say if it was communication, we're not ignoring the 3D, but literally we're just like, no, we keep choosing over and over and over again that this person is communicating with me, right? Keep identifying with the version of you that always gets communication. It's all about you. No, like I always get communication, especially from someone that I really love, especially from this person. When I think of the person, I don't think that, oh, in the 3D he's not talking to me. No, the only thing that I think of them, the only thing I give my awareness to, the only thing I tell that genie in a bottle that gives me everything is like, no, like he is someone, or this person is someone that is always communicating with me. why? You can ask yourself why. Because they love me, because they adore me, because I'm their number one priority, because they're committed to me, because I'm everything to them, because I'm totally their type, because I click all their boxes, right? Give yourself that story. Give your awareness to that story. Tell that genie in a bottle that story, instead of, well, it's reality, it's the 3D. And I think that's the issue, that we're like, well, that's reality. Well, that is what's happening, right? Like, well, logically, yeah, that's what, but see, that's where we go wrong. We need to stop thinking logically and start thinking magically. Start thinking what is real. You are magic. You are that magic, right? So don't think logically, because it's gonna keep you stuck in that 3D reality where you don't have what you want, where they're not talking to you, or they're not committed to you, or where they're ghosting you, or whatever it is that you don't desire anymore, that you're not choosing anymore, right? So again, the 3D's there to tell us what story to choose, right? So, and now you're asking, should I still continue to do the things he doesn't agree with me on? And it's not about what you're gonna do in the 3D. Let's say, for example, again, communication, just because like, oh, well, they're not talking to me, but I want them to talk to me, it doesn't mean that in the 3D I'm gonna keep contacting them, messaging them, calling them. Because, here I'm saying that they talk to me all the time, because then we look cuckoo, right? So we don't need to take action in the 3D. All the action that we take is here, in the real world, in the imagination. Or like it says in the Bible, look for the kingdom within, right? That kingdom is your imagination, your wonderful imagination. Neville also used to talk about that all the time. So yeah, do everything you want, right? But we're here. And I wouldn't even, don't see yourself doing anything in here in the real world, right? See them doing everything for you here. See them blowing up your phone, knocking at your door with a dozen roses, or two dozens, or whatever many, right? In that real world, see them or hear them telling you how much they love you, how much they adore you, like how much they cannot live without you, right? And in that, in that real world, see them perfect. See yourself as happy as can be, loved, happy, safe, right? Fulfilled, because you have what you desire. In that real world, you already have it. So that's why in other videos I've talked about, give it to yourself. We're here. See them acting the way you want them. We're here. In the 3D, you don't have to lift a finger. If they're not talking to you, okay. But don't accept it. Don't call them, don't contact them, don't stalk them, like just leave them alone. But here, you see them the way that you want them to show up as, right? So should I still continue to do the things he doesn't agree with me on? No, in the 3D, you're not doing anything. But here, again, see them as perfect, acting exactly the way you want them to act. You say, like, should I act if he's telling me no? Should I act as if he's telling me no, but I have to do what I have to do? Again, in the 3D, you don't have to lift a finger. But here, see them perfect. See yourself as fulfilled, right? And stay there. Because we understand, if I give my awareness to the 3D, where they're acting the way that I don't like them to act, then I'm only, replaying the same story of the lack. So it's like, I'm replaying the same movie that I don't like. And I'm complaining, why is it still playing? Well, you're the one that's pressing play on the same movie when you don't like the movie, right? Like I've said, if my favorite movie is The Notebook, I can watch it like 100 times and I love it every time. But if I'm playing, I don't know, a movie that I don't like, I cannot complain, oh, like why, right? Why am I watching this? Well, I'm the one that keeps choosing the movie and playing it. So if I don't like it, I select my favorite movie and I keep playing the movie that I enjoy. So it's all about, you see, it's all about my choice. Again, Neville, quoting Neville again, no one to change but self. And what it means, like, I'm the only one that has to change my choices of what I want to experience, because it's all me, it's all coming from me. And even those people outside of us, they're not really outside of us, right? They're also a projection of us. They're part of us, and they have to show up according to how we see them. So if in the 3D I'm seeing this person as not talking to me, well, that person, since he's part of me, since they're part of me, they have to show up. They have to keep showing up, not talking to me, because that's my assumption. So again, if I want the communication, for example, I have to see them as, you know, they're part of me. So of course they're gonna talk to me. Now, give yourself reasons, self-concept, right, of why they're always talking to you. Because it's not just about them, it's all about you. Like, how do you see yourself? See yourself up here, like in the pedestal, right? See yourself as the most amazing person, because you are. Always loved, always adored, always chosen, always fulfilled, always pursued, always committed to, always respected, always prioritized, right? Because you're amazing, you're wonderful, you're smart, you're the whole package. Because you're everyone's dream, right? Only see yourself as that. There's literally nothing wrong with speaking of yourself in the best regard, in the opposite. Like, that's the magic, right? Like, if you see yourself as the best of the best, everyone is gonna see you as the best of the best, because they're you. But if you see yourself as not confident, not pretty enough, not handsome enough, not you know, what's successful enough, not like, they're gonna see you that way because they're you. So again, the trick is everything comes from you, everything is in the now moment, everything is awareness, and only see yourself as the best of the best, and only see them as the best of the best. That's how you change the story. And that 3D, yeah, it's there, it's your friend, because it's showing you where your mind was in the past. But it's irrelevant, because again, it's like news from 1942. So what? It happened, but what do I choose to experience now? Right? So don't believe the illusion. Don't buy into the illusion. Don't wear the illusion. Don't say, that is who I am. That is my story. That is how they show up for me. No, don't accept it. And choose the new. The story of yourself and this person or anyone else, and the way that you want it to experience it, right? That's it. That's the trick. So I'm intending that I answer your question. I'm intending that a lot of people will benefit from this video. Again, thank you so much for liking, watching, and subscribing. And if you want to work with me, you know what to do. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.